Dear students, I'll be discussing some of the main features of SPSS software. It will help you to do analysis, statistical analysis using SPSS software. Of course, you're familiar with this SPSS window because you have done your analysis for professional audit course based on SPSS. First of all, let me share the screen. This is the SPSS window. Of course, it has got two views. One is data view and the other is the variable view. And it is here that we have to do all the coding and labeling, etc. will be done in this variable view. And in fact, the data relating to that variable will be entered in data view. Let us say, for example, when you are entering variables or while you're entering making an entry in variable view. Let us say, let us take the first column name. Here you cannot use any capital letters, space, special characters, etc. So while you are making an entry in this column name, make sure that you use only small letters, avoid spacings and special characters. For instance, if the first happens to be the gender. Suppose it is gender. That's the first variable that you are going to going to enter. And here we can make it numeric because in SPSS you must have numeric data. So we can show the data type as numeric. And here you can leave width as it is. It is by default 8. You need not make any changes there. Then of course you need not show any decimals for this particular data. So you can make it 0. And here in label, you can type gender. Okay, here you can use capital letter spacing, all that can be used in label in this particular column. Then coming to values, of course, we can assign values if you have feminine, gender, or male. Okay, female or male. And here you have to give codes or values for that. Now, if it's 1, you mark for in the value box 1 and you label it as female. You click add button, then you again type 2 in value box, then you write mail, again you make an click add button, and then you enter OK or press OK. So that will be shown here. Okay, that is 1 stands for female and 2 stands for male. And here we can say that this is basically a nominal variable or a categorical variable because you are classifying data into either females or males. So this is basically a nominal variable, right? You can if all the nominal variables or categorical variables will have to be that is specified in this value uh, column. Okay, in the value column, you'll have to specify which code stands for which that is attribute, right? For instance, suppose that is employment. Okay, suppose it's the data, the variable is employment. Again, the type would be numeric because in SPSS software, you can accept only numeric data for analysis purpose. Here also, since it is a categorical variable, you need not mention decimals. You can leave it as 0. Here you can write this as employment, right? Then here also you have to do the coding, right? You can here you can write there is one stands for unorganized sector. Okay, you can, this is how you do the labeling. You press the add button, then it's 2. 2 stands for organized sector. Okay, so as far as employment is concerned, you have two categories. Either people are working in unorganized sector or organized sector. So 1 for unorganized, 2 for organized. Click add button, press OK. So that appears here. And here also it is a nominal variable. So you have to click here nominal. Okay. So these kinds of categorical variables, these are basically nominal variables. Now, apart from that, you can also have scale variables where you have continuous variables. Okay, that is also equally possible. You can enter such kind of variables also in SPSS. For instance, that is I'm taking data from that is Sindhu's work. That's why let's say that there is monthly income. Okay, let's say monthly income. You make sure that you don't have any spacings or capital letters in between. Okay, and you can show it as again a numeric data, because here it is of course continuous variable. And of course if you want, you can show decimals, because it is a continuous variable. Fractional values income, isn't it? Fractional values can come. And here also you can write this as monthly income. Right here you can give spacings, capital letter, and you need not give values for this, because these are continuous variables, isn't it? You need not do anything in the values column. And here you can show it as scale variable. Okay, this is basically scale variable, right? Okay, and this is not a categorical variable. This is a continuous variable. This is a there is fractional values may appear. That is a scale variable. Another variable, maybe you want to show what is a monthly installment, chitty installment. That is if it's KSFE, what is a monthly KSFE chitty installment that a person is paying. And again, it is a numeric type data. Here also you can include decimals. That is possible, because it is a it could be fractional value, since it's a continuous variable. And here you can write again monthly installments. Here you can use the spacings, you can use capital letters, etc. Here also you need not show any values in that column. You need not make any entries. Once again, this is a scale variable. Okay, so this is how you that is enter the variable view. This window, this is how it appears after entering the data. Okay, this is how you write variable view. Now, you might have a data sheet in Excel, and that can be copied and pasted in the data view. In data view, all these comes, whatever you have entered in variable view, these are the variables. It appears here in the data view. First column, it is gender. Second column, it is employment. Third column, it is monthly income. Fourth column is monthly duty installment. Okay, so all these comes in the data view. And if you have coded, and if you have a data sheet prepared in Excel, that can be just copied and pasted in this particular SPSS. That is very much possible, right? Okay, so let us say, for instance, that is, let us say we are copying gender, okay, from Excel file. We are copying gender, and that is pasted here in the SPSS. Okay, that has been pasted here. Similarly, another thing is employment. Okay, employment is also copied and pasted. It is copied, and it can be pasted here in just a minute. It can be that can be pasted here in SPSS. Another thing that you can actually paste, copy and paste, is monthly income and installments, shitty installments that you um, uh, can copy and paste. Go to SPSS and let us paste it here. So this is how you paste the data. So you got the data view also ready, right? Now here, based on that, you can do the analysis, right? Now let me enter two more variables. That is, let us transform this monthly income and monthly installments into nominal variables. These are actually shown as continuous variables. These are basically scale variables, but let us now convert that into categorical variable. For instance, let us say that monthly income, you cannot repeat it. The same name cannot be given twice. So I'm just writing it as, let's write M income. Okay, monthly income. Let us present it as a what categorical variable. Okay, let us present it as a nominal variable. Okay, that is let's write this is monthly income category. Okay, monthly income category, right? And here, let us again present it as a nominal variable. So let us say that you give value 1, that is less than 25,000. Less than 25,000, it is value 1. Again, you give value 2, that is from 25,000 to 50,000. You click add, then you have value 3, it is for 50,000 to 75,000. Again, click add, then you have value 4. There you can write this is greater than 75,000. Right? You click add and you press OK. So this is how your categorization appears. And once again, that is written as nominal variable because this is categorical variable. Similarly, the monthly chitti installments, that can also be, of course, you have the data, continuous data, scale variable, as it is presented as a scale variable here. You can convert that also into nominal categories where you can write monthly chitti installment, right? You can write this. Again, it is what we have to convert that into a categorical variable. Maybe you can do away with this decimals because it is a categorical variable. Here also you can do away with decimals. And here we can write monthly chitti, isn't it? Chitti category. Okay, category. That here we are transforming that into categorical variable. Here also you can give values for 1. Maybe you are paying a chitti amount that is less than 5,000. You click add. 2, it can be from 5,000 to 10,000, right? Okay, you click add and then you press OK. So you get that as nominal variable. Here also you have to change it into nominal variable, right? So what you have done here, you have presented these two scale variables also as categorical variables. Maybe you have a data which is in the format of a scale variable, which you can that is presented as a nominal variable for the purpose of analysis, right? So now this is how you have the data. Of course, you have to copy and paste this income category and chitti installment category from Excel file to the SPSS file, right? Suppose this is the income category, monthly income category that you have. You have to copy and paste that data. Similarly, you have chitti installments that can also be copied and pasted into SPSS. Right. Now, next, let us move on to analysis part. Okay, that is, let us say that you want to find out whether the employment status of a person is actually affecting the monthly chitti installments. Okay, that is what kind of what is the amount of installments that they are paying every month. That is this is there any relationship between employment and monthly chitti installments paid by a person? So that is what we are going to examine, right? So here, let us suppose you are taking both these variables, that is employment and monthly chitti installments, as categorical variables. Okay, that is, here we are trying to find out whether the monthly chitti installment paid by a person is it affected by the kind of employment he has. Well, suppose he is in organized sector, is he going to pay more as monthly chitti installment because he is sure of the salary is going to get at the end of the month? Or if he is an person working in unorganized sector, is he going to pay a very low monthly chitti installment? So that is what we are going to find out. So here employment is basically a type of independent variable and monthly chitti installment is acting as a dependent variable. And here let us suppose these two variables are taken as categorical variables or nominal variables. In that case, you can apply chi-square test. Okay, I'm talking about non-parametric test because it is independent of distribution. You need not test the normality. Okay, you need not test whether these data are normally distributed because your sample size is pretty small. Okay, I'm sure that you might have collected data maybe 100 or 60 or something like that. So it is you may not be having a normal distribution for your data set. So rather than applying parametric test, it is better that you apply non-parametric test, which is independent of the distribution. Okay, so here, suppose your dependent variable, that is monthly chitty installments, and independent variable employment, if both of these happen to be categorical variables, what you can do is you can actually employ a chi-square test. For instance, that is, you're trying to find out whether your employment status, okay, depending on whether you are working in an organized sector or unorganized sector, is it going to affect your monthly chitty installment? So that is what you're going to find out. For that, you go to analyze, go to descriptive statistics. In descriptive statistics, you go to cross tabs, and then what you do is that you take the what the monthly chitty category. Okay, monthly chitty category, that is into row variable, right? You transfer, that is transfer monthly chitty category into, that is monthly chitty installment category, that categorical variable, into row category. And then the employment, okay, employment, it is also another, it is entered as a nominal variable, either organized sector or unorganized sector, that into column, this box. And then you move to statistics, click chi-squared, right? Okay, click chi-squared, press continue, press OK, you'll be getting the result. Okay, this is the chi-square test that you have performed. You wanted to find out whether the uh, monthly chitty that taken by a person, does it vary, that is based on the kind of employment one possesses. And this is how we can do the chi-square test. And based on the that is this is a chi-square value that you are getting. And this says that of course the result based on the significance value, right? It is 0.000. So that is for a significance value that is less than 0.05 or less than 0.01, or if it's 0.00, we can say that the result is statistically significant. You can say that indeed, the employment status of a person, whether a person is in the organized sector or unorganized sector, it is actually impacting the installment, monthly chitty installment that is actually paying, right? That is this is how you do the testing, right? Okay, this is how you do the this is how you do the chi-square test, right? When you have two categorical variables, that is dependent variable as well as independent variable. What you have to do is that you go to the analyze tab. In analyze tab, you go to descriptive statistics, where you have cross tabs, and here you have to select the independent variable, and also in the column, that category, where then that box you have to select the that is your sorry, in the first column you have to show the dependent variable. Here you have to show the second box, you have to show the independent variable. Go to statistics, you have to click chi-square, go to continue, press OK, and you'll be getting the result. And you look at the significance value, p value. If it's less than 0.05, of course you can say that the result is statistically significant, and you can say that yes, the kind of employment type that is actually affecting the monthly installments that is paid by a person, right? That is one kind of analysis you can perform, right? Now suppose you want to find out that is whether your employment is again affecting your that is what monthly that is installment, right? Where you take monthly installment as a scale variable, and employment as a what categorical variable. Employment is your independent variable, and monthly installment is actually taken as a scale variable. Okay, we're taking monthly installment as a scale variable, and employment is taken as an independent variable. The same thing you are testing, whether employment, the employment status, whether it belonging to organized sector or unorganized sector, is going to affect the monthly chitty installment that you pay. And here what you do is that you take another test, you perform another test, which can be a non-parametric test. Once again, just like chi-square test, it is again a non-parametric test. Here in analyze tab, you come down, here you have non-parametric test, where you can do independent samples test. Okay, you can do independent samples test, right? Or here in legacy dialogues, it is much more specific. Here you can do two independent samples test, because here you have only two groups, isn't it? One is unorganized sector and other is organized sector. Suppose you have more than two groups, in that case, you have to go to K independent samples test. Okay, sometimes you will be having more than there is two categorizations, right? Okay, maybe if it's a locality, you would say that you are living in panchayat, or you are living in town, or you are living in a corporation city. In that case, you have three independent groups. So in that case, you have to use K independent samples. So depending on number of categories you have, you can use the test. Right here, here we have only two sectors, that is employment type. Either you are in organized sector or unorganized sector. You go to analyze, you go to non-parametric test, right? Okay, you go to legacy dialogues, where you click two independent samples, where you say that you want to find out whether the monthly installment that is being paid by a person, that is a test variable. You click it and you press this arrow, it moves into this box. And what is the grouping variable? Your employment status, which is actually a nominal variable. There is monthly installment is a scale variable, but employment here is a nominal variable or a categorical variable, which is a grouping variable. You click this arrow. So here it is being asked what are the two groups. Here we have coded employment as 1 and 2. Group 1 is 1, group 2 is 2. So you press continue, and then you press OK. So this is basically, here by default you have the tick mark is in man Whitney U. So basically you are performing man Whitney U test, because by default the tick mark is in this box. Okay, the check mark is in this box. You press OK, you get the test result. And of course, here also, this is the man with the test value, test statistic is this. And we can say that, yes, the mean rank that is greater for the people in the organized sector than in unorganized sector. And the level of significance, isn't it? That is less than 0.05. So you say that the test result is statistically significant, because here you get a significance level that is less than 0.05, and you can say that yes, monthly installment is of definitely, the mean rank is higher for those in the organized sector than in the unorganized sector. Okay. Then next, another type of test that you can do here is once again, then I think in the for the professional audit course, you have already done correlation and regression. Correlation and regression, basically you can apply in the case of these continuous variables, isn't it? That is, if you want to find out is there any relationship between monthly income they get and monthly installments they pay. In that case, just go to want to find either can do either a correlation or a regression. Now, if it's just do analyze, you go to that is correlate. You just click bivariate correlation. You click these two scale variables, and you select these two scale variables. Click this arrow. Both will be moved into this variable box. Just it's by default it is Pearson's, Carl Pearson's correlation coefficient. You will be getting that value. Okay, just click OK, and this is how the result appears. There is a very high correlation between these two, right? Monthly income and monthly installment, there is a very high positive correlation. Higher the monthly income, higher is the monthly installment they are paying, and the result is once again statistically significant. It is 0.000, less than 0.05. So you can say that yes, there is of course a relationship between the monthly income earned by a person and monthly installment of chitties they make, right? That can be one analysis that that you can do. Of course, you can perform regression also. That is, here again go to analyze. Then here you have regression. You can just perform a linear regression. Okay, where of course your dependent variable, isn't it? Dependent variable is monthly installment that you're going to pay, and your independent variable is monthly income, right? You just click monthly income, press this arrow, goes into independent variable box. Of course, for statistics, maybe you can click call this, ask why change. All these, you need not check this. It's not necessary. You need not get descriptives and all that, because you can calculate otherwise also, because you can calculate all the descriptives that is even without checking this box by directly going to the analyze tab. Okay, just click continue. Here you have only one independent variable. So here you need not bother about collinearity, stat diagnostics and all that. Okay, you just forget about all these things. You need not apply Durbin, Watson and all that. Just do the basic things, right? Press continue and then just press OK, and we can see that this is the result that we have got. That is, this is a relationship we have, right? Monthly income, this is a regression coefficient. Okay, this is 0.074. That is of course a positive regression coefficient, saying that that is whenever there is a that is increase in income, right? When there is a 1 unit increase in monthly income, the monthly installment is likely to increase by 0.074 unit. That is what you have got, and the result is statistically significant because it is less than 0.005, sorry, less than 0.05. So you say that there is actually a relationship, or the monthly income is actually affecting the monthly installment paid by an individual. That is, whenever there is a 1 unit increase in the monthly income of a person, that leads to 0.074 increase in his monthly installment that he's paying. Since this is less than 0.05, you can say that that is statistically significant. So these are some of the tests that you can actually do using SPSS. You can basically do all the non-parametric tests, right? Here in this we have that is more, if suppose you, for a variable, if you have more than there is three there is categories, or more than two categories. Let's say for instance, let's type another, let's say location. Okay, let's say another, incorporate another variable. Let's make it 0. Here again location. And let's say that, let's give value as 1 for, okay, village. Add, then let's say 2. It's for towns, right? Okay, and let's give 3 for city, right? Okay, this is something I'm just to demonstrate I'm adding this variable. Just click OK, then give nominal, because these are nominal categories. And then let's give the data 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Just a minute. Okay, I'm just giving some data. It just for the purpose of demonstration. Right, I've given a data, and I'm just trying to find out whether the location of a person is affecting the monthly installment he's going to pay. Right? Okay, monthly HT installment that he makes. What is it in any way depending upon the location? So here you can do K independent non-parametric test, that is through skill values test, where you go to analyze once again. Here you have non-parametric test. It can be independent samples test, or you just go to legacy dialogues. Here, since you have more than 2 groups, right, you take here K independent samples, right? Take here K independent samples, and here what you again want to find is, you want to find whether the monthly installment that you pay, that is you pay, right, every month, the installment that you pay, is it in any way related to location where you are staying? You click location, you click this arrow, it moves into this grouping variable. You have to define range. Of course, you know that minimum value is 1, maximum value in this case is 3, because we have given 3 values: 1 for village, 2 for towns, and 3 for cities, right? So 1 and 3, minimum is 1, maximum is 3. Continue. Here the test you are going to do, this is a non-parametric test, that is skill values test. Just give OK, right? Of course, since we have randomly assigned this data, this is not significant. It is not less than, it is greater than 0.05, isn't it? The significance value is 0.305. So from this we say that yes, absolutely there is no that is relationship between these two. Okay, in the location, the place where a person resides, it is not in any way affecting the monthly installment is paying. So with that, I have introduced you to some basic analysis that you can perform using statistics. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. You attempt that is your analysis in SPSS, and please do seek for clarifications. Uh, if you have any doubt, please do ask me. Thank you.